take 10.
Yeah, how about 10? And we have varying sizes. Some have chenille, some have microfiber. Well, they all have microfiber. And then some have diamond fiber.
They all have diamond fiber.
Oh, do they all have diamond fiber? Oh, yes, they do.
Just a couple have the chenille.
Just a couple have the super absorbent sudsy chenille.
The sudsy factory chenille guys.
All right. Chris Campanelli is back with us and brings us a great item. This is a set of 10 sponges, not this sponge.
No, not this green and yellow sponge, because you know how often they want you to replace this?
Weekly.
Once a week. Who's
does
doing
that? Who does that?
I could tell you. Nobody.
Yeah. I always say, when does that happen? The 12th of never.
Yes, the 12th of never. But we bring you a diamond fiber sponge on one side. Diamond fiber is weaved microfiber that's going to scrub without scratching. And then, of course, the other side has microfiber from like our premium microfiber towels. And then this set also has a couple of the chenille sponges. To David's point, this increases the surface area of the sponge, so it becomes a suds factory. It basically makes your suds go much, much further. But the best part about these sponges, this guy you have to take, use, and throw it away, right? You're supposed to replace it weekly, but you're not going to do that. Ours, unlike any other sponge that I know of, you're going to put it in the washing machine and the dryer and then use it over and over and over again for years and years and years.
Let's talk about colors and what you get. You're going to get 10 sponges, 2 of them round.
Correct.
2 of them chenille. And then you get a large and a medium-sized rectangle.
That is correct, yeah. And all of them have the diamond fiber, which is the scrubby side. 8 of them have the microfiber, and then 2 of them have the chenille.
This color is called Seafoam, I believe.
Yes.
Which is brand new.
Yeah, as of a couple weeks ago in our show.
A couple weeks ago. And then we have it for you in coral. We also have pewter. And finally, denim. Most limited is the denim. Now, let's put this to work.
Let's put it to work, yeah. So the proof is in the pudding here. We have this sponge is a little bit wet, but this is egg yolk, tomato sauce, and gravy browning.
And it's wet with only water.
Wet with only water, yes. So what we're going to do is we're going to scrub back and forth here. Use just a little bit of elbow grease. You can see that I'm scrubbing back and forth, and this is coming off, but I'm not using a specialty cleaner or anything like that. Everything is getting trapped in the diamond fiber. You can see here that everything's trapped in the diamond fiber. Now I'm going to flip it over and use the microfiber side so that I can clean up after myself. I don't have to worry about getting a special towel or a rag or anything like that. Here's the best part. When this gets dirty, I put it in the washing machine, I put it in the dryer, and I get to use it over and over and over again instead of buying something like this that's just going to end up in the trash can. And then, David, you know how sometimes when if you use these and you smell them, you got that stink? That's bacteria.
Oh.
So when you think you're cleaning, you're actually spreading germs. You don't want to do that.
And they are probably correct in saying replace those sponges once a week because they get nasty.
They do get nasty.
But none of us do it.
No, because it's expensive. You don't want to keep going out and spending $2, $3, $4 on a single sponge. And these can actually scratch your nonstick pan. So I'm going to go back and forth just a couple times here. You can see that this is going to scratch that nonstick pan, right? Look at this. All of that is all messed up, and that pan is now scratched and, as David likes to say, ruined. Right? So we're going to use the diamond fiber side. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to scrub. I'm going to give it some good effort, but you can see the diamond fiber is not scratching that side. So this pan is now ruined by this sponge. Ours, of course, is not going to scratch.
Now, we had these we've offered these since last month.
Yes.
Yes. Since last month, over 8,400 have been ordered.
Wow, thank you.
8,400 sets. And currently, we have 5,200 remaining. That is axle grease, sir.
This is axle grease, and I've even gotten it all over my fingers. It's disgusting. But the whole idea here is that this sponge is not doing much of anything. It's just kind of moving things around. I'm going to wipe that axle grease off my hands. But one side is that diamond fiber that's going to scrub. The other side is microfiber. Now, microfiber, you've been hearing it all show, because we had the dusters earlier. There were some towels on from Christopher Joyce. But microfiber is like millions of little fingers that lift, trap, and remove that mess in one single pass. But here's the best part, David. When this gets dirty, all I have to do is put it in the washing machine and the dryer, and I get to use it over and over and over again for years and years instead of throwing it in the garbage week after week.
These sponges are incredible. If you are looking to create a suds factory, you want to pick up the chenille sponges, or at least the one side with chenille.
Yes, the chenille is included in this kit, and the reason why we did that is because we want to make sure that your suds go longer, right? We want to make sure that you're using less of your dish soap because, quite frankly, it's not getting less expensive. So the chenille increases the surface area area of the microfiber, and it becomes like a suds factory. You can see that we can get all of those suds. So when you're washing dishes, you want to make sure you scrub your dishes, and then of course have enough suds to get through the whole sink of dishes if you happen to have that.
And many of you are trying to clean up your children's Picassos.
Yes, and this is showing you that some sponges are designed just to scrub. You know what? They do a pretty good job at scrubbing, but they also do a good job of leaving me a much bigger mess. Right now I have to go get a paper towel or a rag. Our sponge, pardon me, David.
Oh, please.
Our sponge is the Diamondfiber, so it's going to do a much better job, right? You can see that it does a much better job at scrubbing. But then, unlike this other sponge, all I need to do now is flip it over and use the microfiber side to clean up after myself. And then when it's dirty, I put it in the washing machine, put it in the dryer, and use it over and over and over again.
Wow. And if you are dealing with soap scum, toothpaste spatter, or something in between, this is going to get after all of it.
Yes, it will. And this looks like my teenager's sinks right now, I'll tell you that. You can scrub all that nastiness off of there. You can even go onto the fixtures. You don't have to worry about scratching your fixtures. Once you've scrubbed all that off, if it's hard water stains or something like that.
Or makeup stains.
Makeup stains, toothpaste, soap scum. Use the Diamondfiber side to scrub, and then the microfiber side to clean it up.
We have this in the seafoam, in the coral, in pewter and denim.
Yes.
These are the color choices that we have for you, and you get 10 sponges
10
in
total.
this pack up for a sale price of $22.98. And these are sponges that are washable and reusable.
You'll use them for years, I promise.
For years and years, you're going to say, I mean, this kit more than pays for itself in time.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you, sir. Always good to have you back.
It's great to be here.
Thank you. Now, let's talk to you